Yeah, well, you're a good football program when you have a great support staff. We have the team, the players, we have the coaches, but, everybody don't realize our support staff is massive. Todd Sheil is our director of football operations who sort of handles our budget. He handles all the big things involved in our program, all the travel. He's responsible for making sure we're down to the very last minute as far as our organization on the road, and does a lot of other things within the department.
It's coaches' meals. They love them. Got ribs tonight.
My name is Todd Sheil. I'm Director of Football Operations here at Western Carolina University. Some of the job responsibilities I have here is really touch every department that works with football, beginning with budgeting, tickets, boosters, travel management, movement of the team, work with game operations. So every department within the athletic department that works with football kind of filters through here.
So Friday the schedule's the same.
Correct.
And then we've got, the team will be up for the Friday meal at 6.
Okay.
And
Yeah, Coach Bell and I were in college together. We had a lot of fun back in those days when he quarterbacked at the University of Florida. So we've had, an ongoing relationship for about 40 years. In 1990, he was able to be a graduate assistant with Coach Spurrier and our staff then. My time at Florida, we had a lot of success during that time. In my 8 years there, we won 5 SEC championships, played in 2 nationals and won one of them. Our athletic director, Jeremy Foley, there had a saying, JGID, J-G-I-D, which means just get it done. And operationally, that's the way I really believe. I still run with that mindset today. And everyone looks to you to have the answers a lot of times to some of the things that may come up. So operationally, I'm usually about 6 months ahead of the team. Currently, I'm working on December, January, February stuff. And that's just the way we're wired. So we always kind of have to be out in front of the team. We're surrounded by a lot of good staff here, which makes my job easier, Coach Bell's job easier, that the details are done, to be the best, not only on the field, but we're behind the scenes and we work as one big group, and certainly helps with translate over to the team so they don't have anything to worry about except to prepare for the game and play ball. I think it's fun. I enjoy working with the different departments and helping make this machine roll.
Trent Turket is a guy who, does handle sort of, we call it Director of Player Personnel. He handles everything that has to be involved with our players and their academics and living off campus, living on campus. He has everything to get that done and make sure that they're taken care of.
Hey there, I'm Trent Turket, Director of Player Personnel here at Western Carolina. My position is different throughout the year depending on what season we're in. So in season right now, one of my main responsibilities is our coaches' film. So that involves all of our practice film, game film. I'm fortunate enough that I've got 8 people that help us, led by Carter Honeycutt. Carter kind of is taking the lead role on that.
Hi, my name is Carter Honeycutt. My day-to-day kind of looks like I get in the office a little bit early, kind of go over the practice face with Trent, see what we're looking at, see what the camera situation is going to be looking at. So just kind of getting on board before everybody else gets in so we know what's going on. We'll make sure that SD cards and cameras are ready to go. And then as people start to trickle in, we'll kind of tell them what the game plan is and then kind of roll from there.
Two weeks ago, you just disappeared. You signed in, I never saw you again.
And then Cindy's the head of all the recruiting on campus. When we have those recruits in, their parents, she does a really good job of getting those guys to enjoy what they're here for.
My name is Sydney Spears. I'm the Director of On-Campus Recruiting here for Western Carolina Football. So my main role is essentially recruiting. So I plan all of the unofficial visits, the official visits, keep in contact with all of the guys that we're recruiting. I look at their high school schedules every single week, their game scores, their stats. When we have a home game, we do unofficial visits on the day of the game. So For example, like this week, since we have a home game, I made sure that we got a graphic made for invites, make sure coaches are sending out invites, and then I work on seeing who's signed up, have to do like compliance paperwork for them, making their credentials for the game. So they'll come before the game and I do like a whole presentation with them, kind of go over what's so special about our school. I think the little details are super important, especially to make a recruit feel like this is home and like this is a family. So headweighing all of that and making sure that everything is good to go on that. And that's kind of what I do for the game.
You know, we have this full staff here of coaches. We also have assistant coaches that come and student assistants. They volunteer a lot, and people like Jeff Berger, I mean, these guys are here all day working their butt off and here to volunteer to help us be able to win a championship.
My name is Jeff Berger. I'm a volunteer assistant coach here at Western Carolina. Some of my job duties are making sure those guys are prepared as they possibly can. So setting up their weekly binders for the opponent we're going to play the next week. And then just at practice helping out Coach Darvo with anything he needs, setting up drills or running my own little drill every once in a while. Also, I do our graphics for the football team. Usually on Mondays is kind of my big graphic day, so I'll kind of get everything set up for like the Twitter header for who we're going to play that week, and then I'll do our game week graphic, who we're going to play. And then the big graphic is the game day graphic, so I'll be making that, kind of all week. And then just little stuff, for We the Cats, which is always fun.
You start talking about our academic people, Miss Ashley, and the study halls and all that they do and help our kids academically.
My name is Ashley Simmons. I'm our Associate AD for Student Success and our Senior Woman Administrator here at Western. Typically any day for me looks like our leadership meetings, our student meetings that I have with our folks across campus, have that be faculty or different departments like the Advising Center or the Registrar's Office, looking at things having discussions around what we need to do to better our student experience and make sure our students are being successful in the classroom.
My name is Stephen Hornbarger, Director of Sports Medicine here at Western. This is my 18th season here with the Catamounts. My primary responsibility is overseeing football therapies and rehabs and getting them ready for game day. When it's not a game, coming in, taking care of the athletes, especially the injured guys. So we typically do that in the mornings from 8 to noon. Still a few more treatments between 1 and 2 before the guys go to meetings around 2:30. We start taping around that time as well. So imagine trying to get almost 100 guys taped every day for practices. We do that on a daily basis, get them ready. And then we are outside to oversee them during practice in case somebody gets hurt, take care of them on the field, emergency situations or injuries, and then follow up after practice and do more treatments at the end of practice.
Here, you want to give him your attempt at pushing my arm down?
Don't.
Go. Look at that butt all the way up in the air. Keep going.
You're so annoying, Colter. But I do appreciate this.
I was gonna say, you gotta say something good about me.
That's true.
Push down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Relax.
My name is Jacob Topple. I'm a strength conditioning coach at Western Carolina. I work with football, baseball, and women's golf here at Western. Day to day, obviously we work with multiple sports, so during the day I'm training both baseball and women's golf along with football. When it comes to practice time, we're out here to help warm up and the halftime snacks and nutrition, stretching, foam rolling, things of that nature to go along with the warm up. And that's basically our day to day in terms of what we do with football. And then obviously we lift the travel team twice a week, and then with the developmental team, developmental guys, we lift 3 days a week during season.
I'm Andrew Smith and I'm head student manager here for the football team equipment staff. And our day-to-day basically is we get here 2 hours before practice starts, and then we set out the pads and everything for practice, and then we set up coach comm for the headsets and everything for the coaches to listen to and talk to each other. During practice, we snap a ball, we throw, catch if we need to, and then after practice, we'll clean everything back up, come in here, do laundry sometimes if we have to. On Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on if we're away or not, we have helmet night. So we basically put the stripes on the helmets, make sure they're clean and everything to go back out for the game.
So what's been your favorite part about being?
I would say getting to be around the guys and have people to talk to and just getting like that family vibe around here, and we all get to hang out and just joke around at practice and stuff.
This is the best equipment manager in the FCS out there, man. Best ball snapper. It's great. Got a solid connection, you know. He's single, by the way. Very single. Yeah. Ladies.
That whole support group, if we're all working together, I tell them, then we've got a chance to really take this thing to a different level. When you work together, you make sure that you're doing everything you can for these players. You know, I've made a statement before, I think we're just servants to young men when you're in this kind of position. And I feel like our support staff, our coaching staff, we ought to just be able to serve these young men and make sure we put them in the best position to be successful.